Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Beanalani Butler, also known as Doc B, and today I will be sharing some tips and tricks on how to navigate a Zoom classroom to better help you to prepare when you are invited to guest lecture. I will be going over how to schedule a Zoom meeting, how to update your profile picture, how to change your name, how to change your Zoom background, how to record a Zoom meeting, how to share your screen, and how to create breakout rooms. You will navigate within your Zoom to meetings on the left side. You will click meetings and then you will schedule a meeting. So this meeting topic will be sport diplomacy. And you could add a description if you choose to, which I will not be doing at this time. And then you can schedule your meeting by clicking on the calendar and deciding the date. So I'm just going to schedule a meeting for right now, and I'm going to scroll down. And then I always like to create my own passcode. So I try to make it something easy that everybody knows. So I'll put sport and then the number one and then a hashtag. And that way everyone can get in. You could do a waiting room where you let people in or they can just come in. It just depends how you want to do everything. I usually don't do a waiting room, I just leave it open. And then I keep the video for the host and the participant or participants off. And then I always make sure to have the audio for both. So this way you could use your computer audio. And then I will save it. And then it will automatically take me to this page. And then depending on if you have a Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, or Yahoo Calendar, you can copy this. And then, well, you could click on this and it will automatically show up on your calendar with all the details. Or you can copy the meeting ID right here, which is copy link, which I like to do because I like to put it in my own email. And then I will navigate to my Gmail account, and then I can put the recipient as, let's just say, myself, and then subject sport diplomacy Zoom meeting. And then I could say something like, hello, here is the link to our Zoom meeting scheduled for, I'm just going to make up a date, September 30th, 2025 at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm using abbreviations. Please see below. And then here's the link. And then you can send it. So I always just use best regards. And then there you go. And then just hit send, and you can send it to the professor you're working with. And then they could send the link out to anybody that will be in the room for your presentation. This is how you change your profile picture in Zoom. You will need to log into your Zoom account in order to do this. You will go to the profile section of your Zoom account, and I'm already in it. And then what I will do is I will hover over my photo, and right here where the pen is, I will click on the pen, and then I will change my photo. So right here, I can click change. There's a drop down button, and I can delete the photo, take the photo, or choose the photo. I already have a photo in mind, and the photo needs to be a JPEG, a GIF, a PNG file with the size smaller than 2M to upload and crop an image to be my profile picture. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a photo. And right here, my Zoom picture. So I'm clicking right there, upload, and this is my picture. I can crop it however I'd like to, but I'm gonna just keep it the way it is. Maybe I'll pull this in a little bit more just to make it a little bit more even on that side. But that's it. And then I just save it, and then it updates my profile picture, as you can see. This is how you change your name in Zoom. You have to navigate to the profile part of Zoom once you are all logged in, and then you can go ahead and you can edit your name right here. You click edit, and then you could put your first name or your last name or both. And then this is your display name that will be on your Zoom. So I have my display name like that. And then you could put the pronunciation for your name. So my pronunciation would be Na La Ni. So I can put that right there. You could choose to do this or you don't have to do that, but the most important thing is that you have your display name up there so people know who you are. And then you just navigate down here and you press save, and it will save everything. And you could see right here where it says name pronunciation, Nalani. So at this moment, I'm about to sign into the Zoom meeting that I created. So I clicked on the Zoom hyperlink that was sent out in the email, and then this screen pops up. So what I will do at this time is I will decide how I want to format my background, and also to say, do I want to always show this preview when joining, which is yes. And then if I want to mute the audio, so if I mute it, then I will be talking and no one will be able to hear me. And then if I want to put the video on mute where no one will be able to see me at that time, and then the profile picture I created will pop up. So usually when I do go into a meeting, I just mute the video and the audio because I just want that to get that together before I show up. So I mute that and then I will turn it back on when I get into the room. So backgrounds, it's right here. You could click on the background and then I could decide what background I want. So I could choose to be in San Francisco, in some grass, the Northern Lights right behind me. I haven't seen them in person, but no worries, they're right behind me. Or I downloaded this background from Zoom, not from Zoom, but from Google, and it almost looks like I have this really fancy bookshelf behind me, but it's really just a picture, just kind of standard. Or a city. I live in Atlanta, Georgia currently, so this is Atlanta, Georgia. Or I could be at the beach, so really whatever you decide. Or I could blur my current background, or I don't have to have a background at all. So I could just have this painting in the background. So however you all want to do it, figure that out and just go with it. I personally like to just do a standard background that I got off of the internet just because I think this looks fine. So I'm going to click out of here once I have my background, and then I'm going to start my Zoom call. See, now I'm in the Zoom call and you see my background and you could hear me clearly, but if I wanted to, I could actually hit the video so you won't see me, but you will hear me. And then I could also hit the audio so that no one would know, and it says you're muted now, and then I would unmute myself. So that's how you create a virtual background in Zoom. This is how I will record in Zoom. I will go up to the screen here where it says recording paused, and I will just press play. And then now it is recording. When I'm ready to stop the recording, I will hit this, which says stop recording. And then the recorded file will be converted to an MP4 when the meeting ends. You may or may not want to record your lecture. I sometimes record mine, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm doing. But once you record it and then you hit end, it will actually show up as an MP4 file for you to download. So I'm going to hit end meeting for all. And then as you can see, it's converting the file for me, and then it will be ready to go. So that's how you record a meeting in Zoom. And then this is the file right here. And then I can choose to rename it. So sport diplomacy. How you share your screen when you're doing a PowerPoint presentation. So you want to press share, and then you could share your desktop, which would be the whole entire screen. I don't necessarily like to do that. What I like to do is either maybe show a website. So I have Google pulled up behind my screen, well, behind where I'm talking right now. So I could share the Google screen. So I just click Google, which is a application window, and then I click share. And then everything that's in green, everyone can see. They can't see right here where I have Zoom Workplace opened up or where I have my PowerPoint presentation opened up in the background. What everybody on the other side can see is just this Zoom window, this Google window presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and then it's going to take me back here. I'm going to share my screen again, and then I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint I created. Make sure that anything you want to share, it's already in the background of your Zoom. So right now, if I look and see what the background is, I have Zoom in the background, Google in the background, and this is my PowerPoint presentation, and everything that has an open window currently, it will pull up. So I'm going to do a PowerPoint, and so I clicked on the PowerPoint because it is in my application window. I'm going to decide how I want the background to be. So content only means it will look like this, and you will not see my face, and I will be able to share the PowerPoint slides, how they look directly on my screen. I could do it as a background as well, where the PowerPoint is in the background, and then you see me right there in the corner. Or I could do something over the shoulder where I have the PowerPoint over my shoulder, and then I could choose a background right here that I want to have while I have it over my shoulder. Or I could do something where I'm right here and the PowerPoint is side by side. You all can choose however you all want to do it. I think the best way to do it is as a background, and you can be at the side, and then you could have the PowerPoint at the side. However, whatever you're comfortable with is the best option. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and the screen is of my PowerPoint. So this is what the screen actually looks like. So you could see what I have at the side, but say you don't want the students to see what's coming up next, then you will hit this button right here, which is the slideshow, and then continue to share. And then right here, they will see exactly what you're seeing on your screen. So sport and culture and sport diplomacy. And then I will go to the next slide. And then I will go to the next slide. So that's how you share your screen. This is how you create breakout rooms in your Zoom. So right here on the bottom of your Zoom, it will have breakout rooms. You will click here at breakout rooms, and you will decide how many breakout rooms you want to have. You can have anywhere from maybe 10 people in the class to 60, and you're going to decide how many rooms you have. So if you want maybe 2 people in each room and you have 10 people, then you would just put 2 breakout rooms. You can assign them automatically or assign them manually. This is me recording by myself, so I don't have anyone to put in my breakout rooms, but I usually just assign the breakout rooms automatically because it does a really good job of putting everybody in a breakout room, and I think that's the best thing to do. Just make it easy on yourself. So I created a breakout room by hitting create, and then you can rename the breakout room. So let's say you want them to talk about sport and culture in breakout room 1. I spelled culture wrong. And then maybe in breakout room 2, you want them to talk about sport diplomacy. You could also choose to delete the room. And then you could also not choose to delete the room. You could add a room if you wanted to, and you could keep adding rooms. And you could put people in all different rooms. Right here, this is how you open the rooms, and then you could see where the different participants are. And then you can join the different rooms. And so you could think of this as having a classroom and then doing some group work and then going over to each group individually. So I'm going to join the sport and culture room. Yes. And then right here, I will join it, and it says the host and co-host can view the audio, video, and screen sharing status and reaction of participants in their breakout rooms. They will not be able to view shared screens or listen to participants unless they join the breakout room. Got it. So right here, I'm in my breakout room, sport and culture, and that's when I can talk to the participants in that room while the other participants work on a prompt that you might have. Then if I want to leave the room, I just click here on the bottom of the screen, and then I say leave breakout room because I don't want to leave the meeting or end meeting for all. I want to leave the breakout room. So leaving the breakout room, and then it will return me to the main session. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you run into any problems or have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at drnalani@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, Dr. Nalani Butler, or reach out to me via LinkedIn.